Today I would talk about marriage. And in marriage, how do we find out that whether, first of all, where do we start? Most people will come to you to say that my daughter is not getting married, my son is not getting married. What will happen? Whether he will get married or not. So that is the first and foremost question, even before uh, matchmaking. Because first of all, there should be a girl or boy for whom, with whom you can say that yes, the marriage can take place. Now, to look at it, whether he will get married or not, let me tell you that there is only single formula for delay in marriage or no marriage. There is same formula, and same formula means the planets who cause delay, they can cause too much excess delay, and then they may cause uh, no marriage. So what are the planets in the seventh house? If Sun, Mars, Saturn, or Rahu are there in the seventh house, then marriage gets delayed. And Venus also. Venus, Jupiter, that they also cause delay. So basically, what is left out is Moon. Moon does not cause any problem, and Mercury also does not create much problem. Sun delays marriage to the extent of, say, like late 20s, 28, 29, 30, that much only, not too much. Mars delays marriage beyond 28. So again, 28, 29, 30, maybe 31, 32 also sometimes, if it is debilitated or it is very strong there, then it can cause some delay. Saturn again delays marriage, say at least up to 30 years. So in the 30th year, the marriage takes place. Because why? Simple, very simple, that when Saturn is there in the seventh house, it will come back in the seventh house after.
After 30 years.
And whenever Saturn transits over the Saturn, then it starts performing the functions of the seventh house. So that causes marriage at the age of 30. Normally, whenever Saturn is there in the seventh house. Similarly, whenever there is, say, Moon or say other planets are there in the seventh house, and any major planet crosses, any major means Saturn or Jupiter crosses over the seventh house, then the marriage takes place. If Rahu is there, then Rahu crosses over Rahu in 18 years, and it will again come back at the age of 36 years. Or Rahu will be crossed by Saturn in the 28th year after age of 27. So whenever Rahu is there or Ketu is there in the seventh house, so when if Ketu is there, then Rahu's transit takes place at 28 years. When Rahu is there, Ketu's transit takes place at 28 years. So that way, marriage takes place at the 20s, after 27 years of age. So whenever Rahu or Ketu are there. And if Jupiter is there, if Jupiter exalted is there, it can cause delay up to 36 years, because when Jupiter is there, either it is crossing over Jupiter at the age of 24, or it will cross at the age of 36. And normally marriage does not take place at the age of 24, because it is too early, and normally Jupiter delays the marriage. Jupiter in the seventh house delays marriage. So marriage goes up to 36th year. And if it is exalted or debilitated, it definitely goes to that age. When it is not in the debilitation or exaltation, but it is in its own sign, then yes, there may be a marriage by an aspect, so that the marriage takes place before 36.
Sir, one question. All these planets which you have mentioned, it should be in seventh house or aspect
In
to
the
seventh
seventh,
house?
in the seventh house, talking about in the seventh house.
Okay.
Aspect does not delay the marriage.
Okay.
Sir, if no planets in the seventh house, then
That's
it
best.
will be as per.
That is
That's
the
the best.
best. That is the best. The marriage will take place at a right time, and
Okay.
also it will be good marriage.
Okay.
If there
Okay.
are too many planets, it will cause problems. Nothing more.
Okay, sir.
Then Venus again delays marriage quite a bit, and Jupiter Venus together sometimes they deny the marriage. Jupiter Venus together, and if anyone is debilitated, then there may be a denial of marriage. Similarly, Saturn in the seventh house, exalted or debilitated, both ways, there may be a denial in marriage. Saturn exalted or debilitated in the Lagna also denies marriage. So these are the
So
rules.
can you please repeat?
Saturn in
Saturn?
Lagna or seventh house. Saturn in Lagna
Okay.
or seventh house, exalted or debilitated, denies
Okay.
marriage. Jupiter, Venus together in the seventh house, and if anyone is debilitated, then it denies marriage.
So denies marriage, you mean to say that person will not be interested in getting married, or they will try and never get married?
A person doesn't get, first of all, the person will delay the marriage by saying that let me get settled first, and this and that, so many reasons, maybe the family reasons. And then after, once he's ready for marriage, then he doesn't find a match.
Okay, okay. Got it, sir.
And when Saturn is associated with the seventh house by aspect or by placement, either way, then the marriage gets delayed only because he doesn't find a right kind of choice. He will always find whenever, first of all, he does not find a match. Whenever there is a match, he will find out some shortcoming in that. He will say that, oh, this is not matching for this reason, this is not matching for this reason. The family is not good, the studies are not good, or something else or the other, he will say. And then just he will skip it. And whenever he is interested, the other party will deny. They will not say, they will not accept marriage. So this way, marriage gets delayed for nothing. So I suggest them, whenever Saturn is aspecting the seventh house or it is there in the seventh house, I say that you fix up your requirements for the match. Because whenever there is a match, you extend your requirements. And when there is no match, you will say that, oh, I'll get married to anyone, whosoever comes first. But as soon as the match comes, then you will say, no, 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 this is not good for me. I'll find a better one. And so marriage does not take place just because your requirements get extended or changed time to time. Okay.
Okay. And if Saturn is in its own sign, like in Capricorn or Aquarius,
Then also, then also,
okay, then also.
then also. But yes, if it is in Capricorn or Aquarius, then it is the best. It does not delay much. It will not delay
Okay.
much. It will give the results.
It will
Sir,
not deny marriage. It will
No,
be
no,
just delayed.
no, no.
Okay.
In own sign, Saturn is the best.
sir, you are also saying that when Saturn will transit over seventh house, it will give marriage.
Yes.
But if it
Whenever
is
it is Capricorn or it is in Aquarius in the seventh house, so Jupiter, Saturn transiting the seventh house, it will give marriage.
In case of aspect also, suppose it is aspecting 7th house, transiting 7th house, will it give marriage or it will?
No, no. Transiting, if Saturn is there in the 7th house, then transiting over the 7th house will give marriage.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
And similarly, you know, when there is, suppose you have Aries ascendant, Saturn is debilitated in Aries. So in Aries ascendant, if Saturn is there in the ascendant, the person doesn't get married. He doesn't go for marriage. And similarly, when Saturn is there, exalted Saturn, suppose Libra ascendant is there, and Saturn is exalted in the Libra in the Lagna, then also he is not interested in marriage. So it is both ways. And even if say Saturn is there, say in the 10th house in Libra or in Aries, then also the marriage is delayed quite a bit. But if it is in Lagna, then it may be, it may not be there at all. Okay. And similarly, in the 5th house, if Saturn is there exalted or debilitated, then also it creates problems. And this is about the transits. And then obviously, if you have to look for the dasha, then the 7th house, there should be a planet sitting in the 7th house. And if its dasha is operating, then yes, marriage can take place. Or if there is no planet in the 7th house, suppose, then the dasha, in the dasha of the lord of the 7th house, the marriage can take place. So this is about the marriage. So early marriage may take place if there is no hindrance by other planets.